God will amplify your name.
Mm-hmm.
Associations bring false sense of promotion. So God will amplify your name. Associations bring false sense of promotion. I think a lot of times of social media, networking events, and leveraging other people's names. Okay, so on social, we see a lot of times people want to tag or partner with somebody else. Therefore, their name or brand seems more important.
Yeah.
Okay, networking events. We go there and people are constantly drawn to the speaker. They're drawn to people they know that are famous, right? And if they could just take a photo, right? I go to a lot of these big conferences sometimes, and all people want to do is take a photo.
Or I could just touch the man.
Yeah. And just take a photo with that famous person and then post it so that other people will think higher of them.
Yeah.
Okay? Or the last one is just leveraging other people's names. I know this person, I've done this for them, right? People will talk about it. And that's the greatest form of insecurity, right? When somebody has to talk about who they know, how ridiculous does that sound sometimes, Steve?
Yeah.
When it's like, oh, yeah, I do this, and that. I partner with so-and-so. It's like, man.
Which we're all guilty of.
Oh, I've done this.
Let's just be real. Like, it's obviously something that we can now see is something not to do.
Yeah.
But it is something that we have all done at one point in our lives in this transformation process of like, because I feel like it is naturally human to do that.
It is. The only reason I can speak to it is because I've done it.
Amen.
And I've had self-awareness to correct it. And I've been sanctified by the Spirit to recognize that I do that. And God has rebuked me and said, son, don't you realize you're good enough on your own? You're good enough just with me. Your name has been written in the book of life.
That I will exalt you in the right time. That I will bring you to the place you're supposed to be in the right time. But first I must humble you. Mm-hmm. First I must bring you through the valleys and the wilderness in order to grow you and prepare you, and eventually, in the right time, in my timing is not your timing, and my timing is perfect timing. I will bring you to the place in which you were supposed to be. Don't try to force your way up there in a lack of faith, way, because that's what you're doing. It's like you're saying, like, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to do anything and everything to push and manipulate my way to the top, kind of like what we talked about in our last podcast. And whatever I got to do, I'm going to get myself there. And what you learn in walking with the Lord is exactly what you're saying. It's God will, trust the Lord to bring that stuff in the right time.
Bring forth the harvest for you.
Amen.
Right. And I look at, my buddy was telling me this story about he was getting recruited to be a part of this organization. This organization was leveraging all the people that they partnered with. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, oh, okay, this sounds really good. Here's the offer. Here's the contract. But before I move forward, let me just do some checking. Let me do some digging. And he's like, I recognize these names and I actually know some of these people. Let me call them. And he starts calling around, and the people are like, no, I'm not associated with them. Calls the next person. No, I'm not associated with them. Calls the next person. No, I talked to them, but we never moved forward with anything. And in that moment, he told me, Lance, I realized, like, hey, they were just leveraging other people's names to make themselves seem better than they were. They obviously aren't confident about their product that they're putting out there, that they need to falsely leverage other people's influence.
Mm-hmm.